Your foundation is supposed to make you look younger, fresher, more radiant. That is the entire point of it. But for most women over 50, foundation is doing the exact opposite. It is sitting in every fine line, caking around the nose and mouth, settling into wrinkles you did not even know you had, and adding 10 years to your face the moment it goes on. Here's the good news, and it is very good news. It is almost never the product that is the problem. It's how you are using it. The same foundation that is aging you right now can make you look glowing and youthful once you fix a few key mistakes. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 5 foundation mistakes that are aging women over 50 and exactly what to do instead for naturally glowing, fresh, years younger skin. You won't need to buy anything new, you'll just need to change how you do things. Number 3 is the one almost every woman gets wrong. Stay with me until the end. Before we begin, here's the fundamental truth about foundation and mature skin. In our 20s and 30s, skin was firm, smooth, and often oily, so heavier, matte, full coverage foundation looked fine. But mature skin is different. It is drier, it has more texture and fine lines. It has lost some of its natural glow and plumpness. This means that the heavy, full coverage, matte approach that worked when we were young now emphasizes everything we want to soften. The entire goal of foundation after 50 flips. Instead of covering and mattifying, we want to even out and illuminate, letting our skin look like skin, fresh and luminous, not masked. Once you understand this shift, every mistake makes sense. If you're new here, hit subscribe. This channel exists for the real woman over 50 who refuses to disappear. Mistake number 1, too much coverage. This is the biggest mistake, and nearly every woman over 50 makes it. We reach for full coverage foundation because we want to hide the spots, the redness, the unevenness, the signs of age. It feels logical. More coverage, more hiding, younger appearance. But the opposite is true. Here's what heavy, full coverage foundation actually does on mature skin. It sits on top of the skin instead of melting in. It settles into every fine line and wrinkle. It looks flat, heavy, and mask-like, which reads as old skin under thick makeup. And it hides your skin's natural glow, which is one of the things that makes skin look alive and youthful. The fix? Switch to light or medium, buildable coverage, a tinted moisturizer, a skin tint, or a lightweight foundation with a natural finish. Then, for any specific spots that need more coverage, use a little concealer just on those areas rather than covering your whole face heavily. Less coverage overall with targeted concealing always looks younger and fresher than heavy all-over foundation. Let your skin show through. Mistake number 2, skipping skin prep. Most women apply foundation straight onto bare or barely moisturized skin and then wonder why it looks patchy, cakey, and settles into lines. Foundation can only look as good as the skin underneath it, and mature skin needs proper preparation. Here's what happens when you skip prep. On dry, unprepared skin, foundation grabs onto dry patches, clings to texture, and sinks into lines, looking uneven and aging. Well-prepared skin, on the other hand, lets foundation glide on smoothly and stay looking fresh. The fix? Always prep your skin before foundation. Start with a hydrating moisturizer and let it absorb for a minute or 2. For an extra glow, you can add a hydrating serum or a few drops of facial oil underneath. If you have a lot of texture or fine lines, a smoothing, hydrating primer can help create a smooth base, but choose a hydrating primer, never a heavy, mattifying, pore-blurring one that can look dry. Well-moisturized, prepped skin is the secret to foundation that looks like glowing skin instead of makeup. Mistake number 3, the wrong formula. This is the one almost every woman over 50 gets wrong. Even women who have lightened their coverage often choose a formula with the wrong finish, and the finish matters as much as the coverage. The most common error is using a matte, oil-controlling, long-wear foundation. These were designed for young, oily skin, and on mature skin, they are disastrous. Matte and long-wear foundations are drying. They cling to texture and emphasize fine lines and make skin look flat, dry, and older. They suck all the life out of the complexion. The fix? Choose a radiant, dewy, luminous foundation with a natural finish. Look for those exact words on the packaging: radiant, luminous, hydrating, or dewy, and actively avoid matte, oil control, long wear, and powder foundations. A luminous, hydrating foundation reflects light, making skin look fresh, plump, and youthful, and it moves with your skin instead of cracking into lines. This single change from matte to luminous transforms how your foundation looks. It's the difference between looking older and looking glowing. Mistake number 4, powdering everything. We covered this briefly before, but it's so important for foundation that it needs its own mistake. After applying foundation, most women reach for powder and dust it all over their face to set everything and control shine. This is one of the fastest ways to age your foundation. Here's why. Powder over the whole face removes the natural glow you just worked to create. It settles into fine lines and pores, making them look deeper and more visible, and it makes the skin look flat, dry, and two-dimensional, which reads as old skin under thick makeup. The fix? Use powder only where you truly need it and use very little. If you get shiny or your makeup slips in the T-zone, your forehead, nose, and chin, dust a tiny amount of finely milled translucent powder only there, pressing rather than sweeping. Leave the rest of your face, especially your cheeks and the high points, completely powder-free so they stay luminous. Better yet, for the cheeks, a cream blush and a touch of liquid highlighter keep the glow alive. Minimal powder, only where needed, keeps your skin looking fresh instead of flat. Mistake number 5, the wrong application. How you apply your foundation matters as much as what you apply. Many women over 50 apply foundation with a heavy hand, using a brush that leaves streaks or pile on layers that build up in creases. The application method can make even the right foundation look aging. The fix? Apply less than you think you need and apply it in a way that presses it into the skin rather than dragging it across. The best tool for mature skin is a damp makeup sponge. Dampen it, squeeze out the excess, and use it to bounce and press a small amount of foundation into the skin. This pressing motion melds the foundation with your skin for the most natural skin-like finish, and the dampness adds a fresh, dewy quality. Start with a small amount in the center of your face and blend outward, only adding more where you need it. You can also warm the foundation with clean fingers and press it in. The key is pressing and bouncing, not dragging and layering. Less product, pressed gently into well-prepped skin, is the secret to a flawless, youthful, glowing finish. Now let me give you the complete glowing skin routine that puts it all together. Step 1, prep with a hydrating moisturizer and let it absorb, adding a drop of facial oil or a hydrating serum for extra glow. Step 2, apply a small amount of a luminous, light to medium coverage foundation with a damp sponge, pressing it gently into the skin and building only where needed. Step 3, use a little concealer only on specific spots and under the eyes, blended with a fingertip. Step 4, add a cream blush to the cheeks for a natural flush and a touch of liquid highlighter to the high points for glow. Step 5, dust the tiniest amount of translucent powder only on the T-zone if needed, leaving the rest luminous. That's your glowing skin base. It looks like fresh, radiant, healthy skin, not like makeup, and it takes years off your face. 5 foundation mistakes aging you: too much coverage, skipping skin prep, the wrong matte formula, powdering everything, and the wrong heavy application. The fixes are all about one shift, from covering and mattifying to illuminating and letting your skin glow. Here's what I want you to do. Before you buy anything new, first try using less of your current foundation, prepping your skin well and pressing it in with a damp sponge. You may be amazed at the difference technique alone makes. Then, next time you shop, look for a luminous, hydrating light to medium coverage. Remember, the goal is never to hide your skin. It is to reveal the freshest, most radiant version of the skin you have. You're not aging, you're arriving, and your beautiful skin deserves to glow. If this helped you today, hit subscribe. Tell me in the comments which mistake you've been making. I read every single reply. Next time, we're talking about the neck and how to keep it looking youthful after 50. See you Friday.